Let's try that again. I'm going to actually turn it on again this time. There we go. And welcome to Jim and Friends Read the News. My name is Jim Van Vunder, and I'm the producer of the show. The things you will hear over the next hour represent the views of Jim Van Vonderen and the people making them. The other people on the show. Gabe's with me.
Hey.
Thanks, Gabe. I'm in Attica. So, Gabe, we also take sole responsibility of all the issues arising from the content of this program.
Absolutely.
All right. I was a little worried for a while there. I thought maybe you weren't going to.
Just noodling a little bit.
All right. So,
All right.
starting with today is December 2nd,
Yeah.
2012. We're in December.
12/2/12.
Yeah.
Every day in December is gonna be very symmetrical this year.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It will.
12,
You're
1,
gonna-
12,
you're gonna have
12,
those
2,
12s.
12, 12.
Huh.
They all begin and end at 12. And
That's
the
very
most
true.
symmetrical day, or the last one we'll see in a while,
Well,
is going to be 12/12/12. We'll never see that ever again until maybe
12/12/12.
the year 2112 if we ever get there.
Well, with medical advances the way they are, maybe we'll make it.
Yeah, let's be positive. We're going to make it to
true.
2112.
Of course, we might be Frankenstein heads on top of like brand
We'll
new
be
bodies.
cyborgs.
Yeah,
Cyborgs.
something like that. But yeah, I know we'll be here. So tonight is foggy, 58 degrees. It's we're gonna do the 5-day forecast. So
Yeah, what's the
it
rest
makes
of the-
sense. It's a weekly show. I might be giving all of the forecast. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what's this week looking like, Jim?
Well, tomorrow's looking like isolated T-storms. On the bright side, high of 63.
Oh, that's cool.
Low of 40. Tuesday looks to be nice and sunny. 50 degrees, though, with a low of 28. Wednesday, mostly sunny with 35 degrees, high of 32. So apparently Wednesday is just going to be one temperature all day long.
One cold day.
Yeah.
But sunny.
Yep. And Thursday, it says here, few showers, 43 degrees, 35 for a low. So that is our 5-day forecast. Thank you to the Weather Channel. Can be found at weather.com if anyone's living under a bridge and doesn't know how to look up weather on the internet.
Weatherchannel.com.
Yep. We have a quote for today.
Yes, the quote of the day.
The quote of the day is, what is a home without children?
What is a home without children?
Quiet.
Yes, quiet. That makes
That's
sense.
Henry Youngman. Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
And Alan Alda said yesterday, you have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. And what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover is yourself.
Nice.
Alan Alda.
I like Alan Alda. MASH was
Yeah. I think most people like Alan
it was
Alda.
a staple in my home growing up.
I always, the reruns. I don't think I was quite old enough to at least appreciate MASH when it was first on. I don't know what
Well,
years
yeah,
it was on.
it was reruns when I was a kid
Lots of
too.
reruns. You know what else I watched that I really liked when I was a young kid for reruns?
Yeah.
I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched.
Good
They
shows.
used to play them back
Good
to back
shows.
on whatever channel
Yep.
it was that played them.
Yep, I used to watch those too.
Yep. Like the second, what was that? The second Darren better. Bewitched. And also, did you know that today in history, Enron filed bankruptcy in 2011 or 2001?
Enron, huh?
Enron did. Yeah, they filed bankruptcy, sparking one of the largest corporate scandals in U.S. history.
Huh.
I don't remember much of the Enron case. Let's read a little bit. An energy trading company based in Houston, Texas, Enron, was formed in 1985 as the merger of two gas companies, Houston Natural Gas and Internorth. Under chairman and CEO Kenneth Lay, Enron rose as high as number 7 on Fortune magazine's list of the top 500 U.S. companies. In 2000, the company employed 21,000 people and posted revenue of $111 billion with a B. Over the next year, however, Enron's stock price began a dramatic slide, dropping from 90.75 a share in August 2000 to 26 cents, closing in November 30th, 2001. As prices fell, Lay sold large amounts of his Enron stock while simultaneously encouraging Enron employees to buy more shares and ensuring them that the company was on the rebound. Employees saw their retirement savings accounts wiped out as Enron stock price continued to plummet. After another energy company, Dynergy, canceled a plant.
Oh man, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
You are on the radio.
I don't think I'm on the radio. What the heck is this I'm watching or listening to?
Why? What's going on?
Are you on the radio now?
Yeah, we're on the radio
Yeah, we're
now.
on the radio, hopefully.
Oh, I got some black girl doing a show.
Oh, that was
that was-
ABE who was right before us.
That was the show before us.
Oh, well, why is that on?
Huh.
Okay, sorry.
Zab's busy, otherwise I'll try and get his attention.
Yeah.
To check into this.
Right.
Zab, are we on?
I was just about to check that.
Oh, we're gonna get a check
So they're
on that.
checking it. You still there?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, guess he's not there.
Okay.
All right.
So, anyway, we're back to being good. Anyway, so that's enough about Enron. So, yep.
Little Bewitched theme
Kenneth
song.
Lay. That was the Kenneth Lay scandal. I kind of remember that 10 years ago. Yeah, there we go. So,
Something like that.
I also wanted to throw on, of course, today's word of the day. Campestral.
Campestral. So, what does that mean?
Of or relating to fields or open country.
Huh.
Rural.
How's that spelled? Maybe I'll use it on Words with Friends.
Campestral. Campestral.
Campestral.
Let me play the button here. Get the robot pronunciation.
It's a nice long word.
Campestral.
There it is.
Too. Campestral.
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 Thank you, robot voice. So yeah, go ahead and throw that one in the vocabs.
Campestral. Oh yeah.
You know, vocab, like, remember vocab in high school?
Yeah.
You had to have the vocab cards.
Oh yeah.
They should give that to people just in life somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, the word of the day is,
idea, you know,
yeah.
I try to look up words on
Well,
a
it's-
daily basis.
I feel like grammar and language is kind of gone. It's taken a slide. Well, it's
same
definitely
thing with mathematics too.
it's transitioning, I guess, into a more like a shorter brand with the text messaging and everything. Even email started doing it, keeping all language less formal
Oh yeah.
and more just
So-
conversational.
And
I
then with
guess, which-
spell check, they make it so easy just to.
right.
You
How
don't-
many people
you don't
don't
have to know
press
how
the
to spell anything.
check button? Yeah. Well, I was glad about that one.
Oh, you know, yeah, it's good.
Horrible.
You know.
It's pronunciation and spellings.
I kind of take pride in my spelling. When I was in school, that's one thing that I wasn't very good at school, but you know, the spelling was one thing that I spent more time on and did pretty well. Because our principal, who you get a kick out of this, he was a Packers fan, and he would, if you ace the spelling test, you get to go to his office, and he'll quiz you on a few of the words, and then if you if you get everything right, he'll put a bright Packer sticker on your thing.
Right. Well,
And,
maybe I would have been better at spelling had I been.
Yeah, if you
Ties
had
with
that, then
Packer.
you'd be an expert.
Hey, Rabbi. Is he on?
Rabbi's hanging out.
Oh, I'm gonna move the
He
camera.
makes the best
where'd he
food
go?
around here.
Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, hey, Gabe.
Hey.
I'll put it back on me. All right.
All right.
So, yeah, throw that one in. Campestral.
Campestral.
Speaking of the Packers won today.
Congratulations, Jimbo.
Yeah. However, not so much luck for you and your Bears.
Nope, they're
Lost a tough one in
they're
overtime.
doing good though. They're still tied. Still tied for first right now. They need to step it up if they want to keep
Rabbi
it
is
that way.
confusing me. Oh, is he locked out?
Oh, somebody opened the door. All right, I guess. Here, there's somebody.
Zap
goes.
it.
Well, it
Okay.
was locked. It was that guy said he was locked in here.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Somebody just locked it. I don't know who.
Mischief at the video store. Okay. So yeah, but so the Bears, unfortunately for you, not
Yeah.
so much for us Packer fans.
What do you guys?
Lost a tough one to Seattle, who Packers, if we all remember, lost that controversial game to against the Seahawks with
Yeah.
the interception touchdown controversy.
They got some bad refs over there.
Yeah. So Seahawks still in it. What was I gonna say about the Packers? Oh, Greg Jennings made a return.
Ah,
Yeah. From
no Clay Matthews though, huh?
no, he's still sidelined.
Your golden boy.
Yeah, he needs to get back on that field.
Yeah. Well,
I see you got the newspaper out here.
yeah. There's an interesting article I just saw and some good news. It says drumline sounds a familiar tune. Talks about how the Bayview school drumline won the MPS Drumlines Festival.
Oh.
I guess it was a really good year for the Drumline Festival. It says, people were really positive about it. Some of the participants was Rufus King International High School. Well, no, that's where it was held, but Rufus King was they were a participant.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, so
Oh, I see.
their school enjoy the unobstructed VIP view of the varsity drumline.
Right.
He launched more than a decade ago. Okay, so this guy, he was the director. Jeffrey Durr was the director of Rufus King High School, and he set up this this drumline competition
Yeah.
in Milwaukee. And went over at Rufus King, and looked like everything turned out really well. Every school played some really technical, arrangements of different drumline tunes. All schools skillfully attacked complex arrangements in the previous round, but the King had dazzled the crowd with an assortment of difficult stick tricks, tossing them one to one another from one end of the line to the next without missing a beat.
That's some juggler stuff.
That's some crazy stuff.
As a drummer,
As
have
a
you
drummer-
ever been in a drum line?
I was never in a drum line. I did a school marching band before, but never a drum line. I don't do tricks like that. I attempt to do stick flips every once in a while, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'll pull off the stick flip, but totally screw up the song. So the main thing is keeping beat with the song.
Yeah, that's
that's
tough.
the most important. But sometimes I'll do a stick flip and nail it, and sometimes I'll try doing a stick flip and totally miss it. So it's a risky move, and I could really appreciate when drumlines have that stuff down.
Nice. I see on the other page you got a picture there of people picking up Christmas trees.
Oh yeah, tree lot older than Scouts. Let's see what this is.
We put up a Christmas tree the last weekend. We got the Christmas tree up. Fraser fir is my preferred tree.
Yeah, there's some good places selling Christmas trees this year. This is the Boy Scouts.
Well, that helps the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, doing a little fundraiser selling trees. I'm looking to see where this was at.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Kellner's Greenhouse, they have some good stuff going on.
Yeah.
We stopped over there. They have a bunch of nice little fir trees and some wreaths and stuff. And our River West Rabbi who's here, he's selling Christmas trees. So if you guys are looking for wreaths, stop by, pay the rabbi a visit.
All right. That's a good plug. It is that time of year. We're in December. Speaking of those, we should put a word out here for the holiday River West Radio Mixer Potluck. Come one, come all. It's at the Public House next Sunday at 3 p.m. There'll be much discussion on the future of RiverWestRadio.com.
Nice. Yeah, we gotta keep that going.
So, once again, Public House, 3 p.m., December 9th, which is a Sunday, next Sunday, the Mixer Potluck.
Oh yeah. Be there, be square. I'm gonna be square because I gotta work, but
Nah, square.
working's cool. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta pay the
It's
bills.
okay.
Gotta pay the bills. I know. Well, hoping Rob comes. I was kind of holding off on
Yeah.
this particular
Yeah, we gotta
subject
have our,
here, but I got one to bring up.
Right side of the spectrum.
That atom smasher, called the Large Hadron Collider, created a new kind of matter. Collisions between particles inside the Large Hadron Collider atom smasher, like Atom Smasher, it's a good name, have created what looks like a new form of matter. The new kind of matter is called color glass condensate and is a liquid-like wave of gluons, which are elementary particles relating to the strong force that sticks quarks together inside protons and neutrons. Hence, they are like glue. The scientists didn't expect this kind of matter would result from the type of particle collisions going on at the Large Hadron Collider. However, it may explain some odd behavior seen inside the machine, which is a giant loop where particles race around underneath Switzerland and France and smash together. When scientists sped up protons, okay, we're going. This is getting too scientific, but color glass condensate. They didn't know it existed.
Glass condensate.
Yep, they found it by accident. Just begs the question: should we be smashing?
I would say no.
Well, you know.
Well, maybe. I
I
don't know.
guess so far it's been okay.
It's gonna be fine until we smash and something blows up.
Right. It's all great and good until you smash the wrong thing, which, like, this particular thing tells you is, you know, they don't know what's gonna happen. Here they got a new kind of matter.
Yeah.
What happens when next time they smash something and maybe they'll just blow themselves up.
Yeah. Could be.
I mean, that wouldn't be good either. I don't want that, but just
Yeah, I think they should stay away from smashing this
I don't
one.
know, smashing atoms. It's just
That's how they created the nuclear bomb, and you know, they could probably create the Doomsday's device, or I don't know.
Well, you know, that was good old Dr. Strangelove, and they said it was quite simple to make the Doomsday device. It was just a matter of should you do it.
Right.
Yeah, well, they were also fluoridizing our precious bodily fluids, so I guess we're gonna do. Boop. All right. That was the Atom Smasher. So,
So I got a story
Okay.
here.
Go for it.
Climate change study indicates amount of heat trapping pollution rose by 3% worldwide last year. So this is from Huffington Post. And this is pretty worldwide. The amount of heat trapping pollution the world spewed rose again last year by 3%. So scientists say it's now unlikely that global warming can be limited to a couple of degrees, which is an international goal. The overwhelming majority of increase was from China, the world's biggest carbon dioxide polluter. One of the planet's top 10 polluters, the United States, Germany were the only countries that reduced their carbon dioxide emissions.
us in Germany?
Us in Germany, yeah.
Okay.
We've reduced stuff.
No, not at all.
So yeah, they're
It seems again.
scientists are saying it's now unlikely that global warming can be limited to just a couple degrees, which was the goal. Last year, all of the world's nations combined pumped nearly 38.2 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the air from burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil. This is according to the new international calculations on global emissions published Sunday by the Journal of Natural Climate Change. That's about 1 billion tons more than the previous year. And these are some big numbers here. The total amounts to more than 2.4 million pounds of carbon dioxide released into the air every second. Because emissions of the key greenhouse gas have been rising steadily, and most carbon stays in the air for a century, it is not unlikely but rather optimistic to think that the world can limit future temperature increases to 2 degrees Celsius, or 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit, said the study's lead author, Glenn Peters, at the Center for International Climate and Environmental Research in Oslo, Norway.
Oslo. Okay.
So
Wondering where that was.
that's where they do the big research. This article just sort of goes on, but basically, the 2011 figures for the biggest polluters are
All right.
China up 10% to 10 billion tons. United States down 2% from 5.9 billion tons. India up 7% to 2.5 billion tons. Russia up 3% to 1.8 billion tons. Japan up 0.4% to 1.3 billion tons. Well, 0.4 isn't terrible, so Japan's not doing too bad. They got all the Hondas. Germany down 4%. Nice job, Germany. They're now at 0.8 tons. Iran up 2% to 0.7 billion tons. South Korea up 4%, so 0.6 billion tons. South Africa. Oh, Canada is up 2%, 0.6 billion, and
Canada. Canadians. Canadians. I like
2%. Yeah, they.
better.
South Africa is up 2% as well, same amount as Canada. So, yeah, there's some. I guess, at least things are improving here and Germany, but they need to really keep spreading the knowledge of this stuff.
Oh yeah, there's that humongous Powerball win.
Oh, I
this
just
last
got a
week.
text. ABE Radio is still on Ustream.
Oh. Okay. We'll have to let
Huh.
Zap.
I think he's in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll
Alright.
get to him later. Well, it says that this is being
Shut my
recorded,
phone
so
off because
this should be being recorded.
yeah, it's being recorded.
But I was going to also, I was getting to sports news. Northern Illinois gets a BCS bid to play in the Orange Bowl against Florida
NIU.
State.
That's one of the schools I considered.
NIU, yeah.
Didn't go there.
The Huskies.
Yeah, actually, I was accepted, but I just wanted to go to Chicago. It was cool, yeah.
Yeah, I hear. That reminds me that the Badgers are going to the Rose Bowl
Oh yeah, congratulations, man.
after they totally crushed Nebraska,
Nice.
70 to like 39 or something.
Unlike
Something like
NFL and most baseball, I don't have really any ties to any teams, so
No. I'd like to see the
I'll
UWM
I'll go for the
do well in like,
UWM
basketball.
Yeah, see
But,
the Badgers win. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I go for whatever state I live in for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The school I went to, they didn't really have a football team.
No football team.
They actually put together a baseball team as a joke, and it ended up beating like one of the main schools.
Oh, yeah? Well,
It was like a bunch of hipster artists, that
played
going
baseball.
out playing baseball, and they beat UIC.
Oh, wow. There you go. Good football or good baseball.
Yeah, football. We did flag football.
No, okay.
It was always before my piano class, and
Yeah.
I would always walk in all dirty, and my teacher would be like, "Oh, look who's trying out for the Bears."
Yeah. That's cool. Football. Flag football. I played that when I was a kid.
It's good. It's a fun game.
Mm-hmm. Won the championship one year when I was in like 5th grade or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5th grade would be the last year you would do it because junior high is when
when
the real deal starts.
Right. Oh no, that's right. My real deal didn't start till 7th grade.
Ah, that's.
Yeah, and
Yeah, they start you in
I
6th grade.
missed a grade. No Pop Warner, none of that fun stuff when I was a kid.
Huh.
Not in Green Bay where I was anyway.
That's surprising because Green Bay is such a football town.
Right, yeah. Well, they have it now. I noticed that when I was back home, I don't know, 10 years ago. Once I got in high school, they started it. Says here, some iMacs labeled assembled in the USA.
Huh.
Teardown shows. Is Apple assembling some Macs in the US?
Good for them.
It says here. That would be a departure from its custom of assembling virtually all products in Asia. Apple. Apple should be more of an American company. A teardown of a new model introduced on Thursday shows iMac. Shows an iMac with this marketing. Teardown of fix it now. So it says that this ad has made in America, and I don't see what they're talking about. Well, maybe they're just talking in general. Oh no, it says it on the back. They're saying it says it on the back. Assembled in the USA. Well, I guess it's assembled in the USA, isn't it? We just bought Macs for Mata Community Media. Check out matacommunitymedia.com, or I'm sorry, MilwaukeeCommunityMedia.com or matamedia.org.
Nice.
But we got some new Macs for them, and I guess they could get away with that because it is kind of assembled in the US. All the parts, of course, are made in Asia, but then like they put it together for you at the store when you order it.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. It seems like they're
Speaking of Mac, where the heck's Rob
getting
Mac?
away with it. Yeah, there you go. That was my subliminal message. Unconsciously subliminal message. I don't know. But in the meantime, I asked this question before. I know we like to survey questions, and I have survey questions here. This is an interesting survey question. Should intelligent design be taught in public schools alongside evolution?
Absolutely.
I think it should.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it should be approached from an academic standpoint and put against like things like Darwin and all the other scientific theories, and you can,
Well, Darwin
You
is
can
evolution.
right. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, creationism of course, is
Creationism,
not.
yeah.
Then there's all the theories should
That's just
be
one of
all
those
the theories
things,
should
you
be
know.
placed underneath the
I
academic.
hate to burst some people's
guidelines.
bubble, but creationism is just like such a. It just doesn't make any sense after all.
Well-
They just have so much evidence of.
It well, that's one of the reasons why I think they should actually teach it alongside too, because as with everything, I do believe just not talking about it is always the worst case. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Even if the academic world doesn't want to necessarily, scientists don't want to acknowledge intelligent design, it should at least be discussed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a good idea.
Mhm.
Just at least let
don't have
people
to-
know like
Right.
some of the
The
possibilities.
problem is keeping people's opinion out of it.
Right. Yeah.
No one can ever keep their opinion out of things anymore.
Try to get the.
It should be taught from a non-biased standpoint, which, I guess, of course, goes by the teacher, but some teachers are better than others. But if personal opinions could be kept aside, I think it should be taught.
Yeah, like creationism just seems. A cool theory that I've been hearing. Or I like to watch the conspiracy theory
Oh,
shows.
who
on,
doesn't?
History Channel.
There's
and
a
all
good
that.
one on regular TV on, like, the WBME,
Oh yeah.
like MeTV or one of those ones.
Huh.
WB, I don't know, one of the channels.
Yeah.
It's like unsolved cases,
That's
and it's
cool.
all these conspiracy theories.
Well, the one that I was kind of digging was they were saying that we are the result of aliens crossbreeding with monkeys.
No. Okay.
That's how we end up evolving. Or they say that aliens wiped out the dinosaurs and replaced them with us because we were supposed to be, mixed with like one of the great apes with the genes mixed with the aliens.
Mm.
So we're the actual aliens.
I
But,
never heard the crossbreeding exactly part, but I've heard the like aliens planting us thing.
Yeah, I heard that, but it kind of makes sense because let's say the aliens were, like the gray alien. If you look at the baby, it looks like kind of like that gray alien.
Yeah.
I guess if you were
We're all a bunch of alien
if you were
babies.
mix the gray alien with a monkey, that would probably look kind of like us.
That would do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Neanderthal and
kind of like
Yeah,
upright and big brains.
yep.
So
Huh. Well, that's an interesting one. What was the other one I was seeing? Oh, they were talking on the one that I saw. They were talking about robots taking over.
robots.
I mean, they always talk about the alien ones too.
Well,
I mean,
the
it's an ongoing
robots-
series. But I like the robots taking
It'd be
over.
kind of a far stretch. Just robots really can't think unless someone.
Well, that's what they're talking about. The artificial intelligence and how
Well,
it's going.
somebody creates an evil robot, maybe.
Well, just takes one, right?
Yeah, and the evil robot programs all the other electronics.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Don't wanna
That's
go
what they
too
would
far
have to
down
do.
that road, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. All you need is Skynet to know that it's Skynet.
Oh yeah. I'm Skynet.
As soon as the computers become aware, that's when they attack.
Yeah, when you open your laptop and it starts chomping down on your finger.
Well, then think about it. What about by that time, cybernetics and cyborg and like into human should be pretty integrated, I would think.
Yeah, like instead
People
of
with their robot
wheelchairs,
eyes.
Robot eyes, yeah, or people who are paraplegic now have like electronic legs and all that stuff going. So
What if people start like? What if some people opt for like tank bodies?
that'd be crazy.
You know.
Yeah,
I was saying, with medical advances, what if it's like Futurama, where we just take our head off,
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
that's
yeah.
got the brain, and just put it onto a new body of some sort.
You remember the one where they had Robot Nixon?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh man, Robot Nixon.
Robot Nixon.
Here he comes. Oh boy.
Robot Nixon for president.
Oh jeepers. Here's a question for you. Does the U.S. have a right to stop countries we do not trust from getting weapons?
That's a tough one.
I don't know. Not really. Not to mention, how do you enforce that without going to war? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Eventually,
a
you're
little bit
gonna.
invasive.
It's invasive, which is just going to lead to a conflict, whether it's, maybe not right away, but it's going to build. As soon as
Oh,
you
yeah.
tell someone that they can't have something, especially something like weapons, they're going to, they'll find a way.
Yeah,
Then it's a bunch of
yeah,
rebels. and-
Russians. And
Yeah, and
who knows?
nowadays,
as much as I like the
nowadays
Russians.
you don't need a humongous standing army as much as you used to.
Oh yeah.
Rogue units are the way of the future. All
Robots.
right.
Aliens.
Here, should all people, rich and poor, pay fewer taxes? So this has a lot to do with our fiscal cliff that we got coming
Oh,
up,
yeah,
as
yeah.
Obama's standing firm that the rich people should have to pay more, which is true, because rich people are actually paying less percentage than they have in the past by a bit. I'm gonna find this on here, but what do you think about the taxes?
I think it sounds fair to have rich people pay more.
I think so.
Um,
What do you consider rich?
well, I don't know. Rich would be, you're making, I don't know, let's say,
See, this varies a lot from people to
300,000.
people.
if a family makes over that, and they should take things into consideration, like how many kids are in the family and things like that. But if it's just like one guy who's pulling in like 300 grand a year, that even 250 grand, I say that's what they're saying, and I think that's a pretty good number.
This is so how much the rich pay. This is coming from the Wall Street Journal, but back in January of 2012, Mitt Romney's disclosure this week that his effective federal tax rate is probably closer to the 15% rate than anything has created a predictable political uproar, as we all know. So that's what he's got there. Start with the fact, like Warren Buffett, Mr. Romney said he makes most of his money from investments, not wages or salary, thus his income is really taxed twice. Once at the corporate tax rate of 35%, then again at 15% tax rate when it passed through him as dividends or via capital gains. Who pays more? This is too hard to read. Should have done more on this. Oh, there's Rob.
Rob Mack.
Rob Mack made it. Just in time to talk taxes.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he's gonna have an alternate view.
So the question is, do people pay enough in taxes, and more specifically, then do the rich pay enough in taxes? So first people, and then the rich.
Well,
so here we go.
according to our government,
Right.
we are not paying enough taxes.
Correct.
You know, you got to look at it. I think what was the average value that taxes was going up? Something like $2,800 for the average middle class family.
That's a lot.
Something around there. That is a lot.
Yeah.
But
So here it is. I found something a little bit easier. As for all, so this is federal taxes. They found that in 2007, the top 1% paid an average rate of a little under 30%, compared to 15% for middle-income earners. And then, of course, I think poor people don't really have to pay taxes. I mean, you pay taxes, but they don't have the rate here.
yeah.
Not much. You get it back in your tax returns.
Yeah, I mean, this one's a hard one because, you look at it and you say to yourself this. If you're very successful in America and you're doing very well, should you be penalized for it? Should you be taxed at even a higher rate than the middle class? I mean, this one's kind of I'm on the fence with, because $2,600, $2,800 to a middle class family, I'll tell you what, when my taxes go up $2,800, that I'm gonna be a little bit pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a large chunk of money, and when you include the inflation also with that, I mean, come on.
What do you think of flat percentage?
Yeah. What do you think of the flat rate?
See, here's my only.
I don't like the flat rate.
Well, it sounds good, but you're gonna tax an extremely disadvantaged person economically. You're gonna tax them at the same rate as a billionaire. I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't really
I
make
don't
sense.
know.
Well, it's gonna be less money. 30% of $1,000.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's some people that are paying no taxes. They get, they don't have to pay any taxes because their situation calls, for it.
Yeah.
So what do you do with them? You still tax them? You're like, we want $2 of the $8 you make at McDonald's. You know what I mean? How do you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't have a problem with them taxing rich people more.
Yeah, me neither.
I do put it. I mean, that's my quick and easy answer. The other reason for that is, first is, if the country that you are supporting has allowed you to make that much money, you shouldn't have as big a problem of pitching more in than the person who hasn't had the luxury that you had from your country. Now, people are going to say, well, they worked harder for it. And I think that's true in some cases, but then, of course, it's not true in others. So,
and what it boils down to, though, is, I mean, when you look at other nations, and people are going to start looking at other nations and saying, you know what, maybe the United States isn't the option anymore. So you might get people leaving the country just based on,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that works, but believe me, they do. They know
they do
how
know.
it works with their lawyers, their sheltering funds. And my one question is, if you do this, how many, I don't want to call it illegal, but how many transfers of money to Swiss bank accounts, things like this, evading taxes might go up too. I don't know.
Well, that definitely would go up. I mean, I would just wonder how much of that's going on already. I Like maybe
Yeah, they
it
probably
would,
don't
maybe it
care,
wouldn't even
'cause-
go up
yeah.
anyways because they
We
already
raise
got
taxes,
that
but
figured
we're
out.
not getting any more money. This is odd.
Yeah, right. Huh. I thought for sure that would work. No, I don't know. That's a good question. But so in quick summary of that one, I guess we'll find out what happens with this fiscal cliff.
Yeah, I think at some point, whether
gonna-
they raise the taxes of the rich or not, the middle class isn't going to be happy. I know I'm not going to be happy with $2,800 more.
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna be rough.
Hey, how's it going, Chili?
Hey.
The other thing that we got with federal government, Washington and Colorado, they're kind of throwing mud in the eye of the feds. What do people think of this? With Washington and Colorado passing the referendum to legalize marijuana to a certain
Oh, yeah.
extent, which is in direct
I think it's
conflict
great.
of the federal government.
Gabe, you think it's great?
I think it's good for them. It's gonna raise revenue. If
That's
they,
part of what they wanted was tax money.
if they do it right.
I'll tell you, I'm fine with it, but you are going to have to police loitering probably a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Police
Probably.
loitering. He's
Yeah.
been standing there for a good 30 minutes. I don't know.
Well,
Not sure.
it's another way for the government to make money.
Yeah,
As long- they,
I mean,
they could get out
to
of
be
control
honest
with it
with
too.
you, yeah, it could get out of control. But I mean, everyone has their preference. If you have decided that you would like to smoke marijuana, and that's your
Well-
your vice or whatever, that's fine.
I think
Tax it. That
Right.
I agree with that.
That's the whole.
And
That
then
was
it's
Washington's
saving money
number
from
one reason.
just putting people in jail and stuff over it, because people are going to smoke it whether it's legal or not, and if it is legal, then they'll do it anyway, and they won't go to jail if they get caught, and that would save tax dollars for that kind of thing, because you got to feed
Yeah.
inmates.
I
and all
was
that
I
shit.
was reading the newspaper on this one. What I found weird is one of the school campuses said even though it's legal, you will not be able to smoke it on campus.
That's-
And I'm like,
well-
isn't that a given? I mean, you can't
It
just
It should be
hanging
like
out
alcohol,
smoking weed.
21 or over, have some sort of age.
Yeah, but shouldn't there be
18, I don't know.
places
you
to
can't.
do it?
You can't drink alcohol just
On the
openly
street.
on campus either.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You
Yeah.
can't smoke cigarettes on campus
But
either.
they were kind of promoted as like a downer, and I'm like, well, come on.
Right. That's just.
You know,
we're gonna treat it like.
was
We're gonna
smoking
treat it like
weed,
everything
blowing
else.
smoke in your face.
Right. But no, I'm just interested to see if the federal government try what if they're gonna make any attempt to like say no, we still don't allow it, or if they're just gonna let it go. That's the interesting thing, because that's a states' rights thing, which I always say the states need to stick up for themselves, because I feel like the federal government's kind of overstepped a lot of the boundaries
I mean,
of which were supposed to be left to states.
maybe this is part of Obama's plan, right? I mean, I don't know.
Legalizing it.
Legalizing marijuana to get us out of debt? I mean, I don't.
Well, I'm sure. I
Small
think,
step.
I think. Right. Who knows? While we're doing that, we should also stop that trade embargo with Cuba. That one's ridiculous.
Yeah, trade embargo, that's been going on for some time. That should have been ended, I'd say.
Man, we could start going back to Cuba. a
They
long
got some
time
good
ago.
cigars, and it's a great place to travel to.
Right.
You ever watch them on the travel show? It's awesome out there.
Yeah, I know. Well, people are still afraid of the socialists. Anything close to it, communists. I guess. As
Or, hey, what about those Canadians?
I never, right, I never understood why America felt like they had to hold up arms against a different political system.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
kind
it's as if the capitalists felt like, they shouldn't have felt threatened, right? Because it is the best form of democracy, isn't it?
Which one is it?
Well, ours.
Oh,
The
of
free,
course, of
free market, free market. we have the best, so I don't understand why we felt like we needed to have to worry about any kind of competition for political government or any sort. I don't understand. I don't get it. But for some reason. Anyway,
Yeah, I got an update on what's going on with Hostess right now.
Oh, do you? What's
all right.
going on with
What's
them?
going on with Hostess?
Well, as you all know, Twinkies were going, or people were trying to sell them for $1,000 on eBay, but they actually got up to $50 a box.
On eBay?
Yeah, I think a little bit more than that, actually.
Yeah.
Like probably around 60, 70 bucks. And I guess really they're not going to be opening because there was talk about them going back into. I guess we're back into negotiations again, but this
The going out of
the most-
business scam.
here's the most recent. Yeah, the most recent article is it's legit. Hostess wins judge's final approval to wind down Twinkie maker. So this is from November 30th. Hostess Brands, maker of Twinkies, Wonder Bread. They won the final approval from a judge to sell its assets to eliminate about 18,000 jobs in a liquidation that an advisor said has drawn fast and furious interest from potential buyers. So a lot of people are excited. I heard Pabst is one of the
Pabst and a Twinkie.
Pabst is up.
There we go.
They're considering buying the Twinkie. So some of those recipes, one thing I found, Little Debbie has a lot of the same stuff, like those great Hostess cupcakes, and I was
Zingers. Zingers are awesome.
Yeah.
I picked up one of those when I saw one of the vending machines. Like, I can't pass on this.
Star Crunch. That's Little Debbie, though, isn't
Little
it?
Debbie, but
Yeah,
Little Debbie does have like the Hostess cupcake, the chocolate ones with the.
Oh, yeah.
It has that same kind of thing. I had some ho-hos. I opened up a ho-ho because I had like I bought like some.
What do you mean open it? You dissected it?
No, I
Just
had a pack I was gonna sell, but I was like, I'm just gonna try these.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
right.
like, wow,
were gonna
these
eat
are kind of bad. It's like, seriously, like I was like,
Did
No,
you check the
you were
expiration
duped.
date?
no, they're new. They were new, but I'm like, I really don't like these. I don't know. They're
Why did I buy these?
well, the Hostess cupcakes are great, but the ho-hos, they're just kind of dry and. The chocolate chips off.
You don't get as much cream in the hoe.
I did.
No.
I did read an article though, and this was I don't know where it was, but the article basically stated that as Hostess is going under,
Yeah.
they awarded some of their top management payout
That's
bonuses.
dirty stuff.
Oh.
While they're claiming they couldn't pay out pensions to the workers, like
That's
how
rough.
does that work?
That's
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
damn.
See, that's the problem going on right now. Just businesses doing stuff like that.
Business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness.
Well, anyhow, back to this article. The sales process should move quickly. He gave interim approval of the company's wind down plan November 21st. Hostess in active talks on asset sales with 110 parties. Financial advisor Joshua Scherer and a couple other companies told the judge yesterday some people would be buying large companies with recognizable names, and some have hired investment bankers and are evaluating company data. So I guess there was a second filing. Hostess, based in Irving, Texas, sought court protection in January, listing assets of $982 million in debt. These guys made Ding Dongs, Ho Ho, Snowballs.
Oh,
'Cause- well, they all had separate companies. Like there was some.
No
I don't know,
holiday snowball. You know how they always did something different.
Holiday Snowball.
Now that's a
the red and
crisis.
green.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's a crisis. But well, the thing is,
Taxes are one thing, but you know.
they were making some bad decisions as a company. They had separate bakeries for everything. Like this one in Texas just had Ho Ho, Snowballs, Ding Dongs. Then there's another company making Wonder Bread. So they'd have to send all these separate trucks. They could have sent them all in, one company doing the main shipping, but
Yeah.
they were separate. I don't know. It was,
They should have. Yeah.
they could have done a better job with that, in my opinion. I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know though. 30. If you worked at Hostess for 35 years and you don't even get your payout pension,
yeah,
that's pretty bad. Whoa.
accident
Sorry,
outside.
accident.
Is there an
Right
accident
outside.
right outside? Oh,
I
man.
heard a screech and I heard that
Oh, no,
boom.
wait.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
jeez.
is that
Wow.
right there?
A lot of them happening right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's... Whoa. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, I hope
Everyone
everyone's
look all
okay.
right?
I know.
Hey, Gabe, you
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
doing anything out the window or anything.
Right?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think everyone's all right, but yeah, accident right outside.
All right, here's a little something on retiree benefits. The Baker blamed the latest company filing
Maybe we should go outside and
everyone-
take the report.
Right? We're right here.
on the scene. River West.
It's recorded
News.
live.
Good evening from River West News.
I remember when the fire was going on. We did a live broadcast of that.
We did?
Well, it was me and Zav.
Did he hit,
Oh.
he hit a motorcycle then?
No.
Let's see.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
outside.
Let's get some journalists on this.
Yeah.
I'll stick here.
Yeah, Gabe, why don't you
That's a
just...
motorcycle.
Yeah. Wow.
Is he okay?
A motorcycle in the car. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
Yeah, they
standing
both
up.
are
No
okay.
one's
That's
down.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Looked like the bike took a
Yeah.
pretty good hit there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Alrighty. So,
Oh, we're running really low on time. We only have like 2-3 minutes to wrap up here.
Bumper's lodged inside the motorcycle.
What?
Yeah.
oh,
Car's
wow.
bumper's lodged inside the motorcycle.
Man. Well, that's quite the way to end a news show. Okay. So I guess we should probably attend to that. But in the meantime, what else? I did have here the fiscal cliff. They're saying the average American, like you said, would be paying $2,200 more in taxes. But if you make over $100,000, it could be more.
What?
So you're right. So the question to me is, like, they say the average American. I don't know what that means, because remember, like, your
Oh.
mid, median, and means in
Yeah.
high school. What is an average?
Yeah,
What
they're just
average are they
basing it.
taking?
They're basing it off the average salary.
Right.
So the tax rate's the same, but if you make 100, it's going to be
Yeah.
taxed more. So they're probably basing that on what, $50,000. $50,000
They don't say.
maybe.
They're not. This is a
60,000.
horrible
I got-
article, as
I
they
got
don't
one-
say. I hate how this happens so often, that they give out these numbers without the proper.
Yeah. 2,800 of what?
Of the
2,800.
22.
22.
Average. When
Of
average.
the average
of the-
median.
Right.
Median.
Right.
household.
A related story to the Twinkie thing, real quick.
Okay.
Another iconic company here, Bazooka Joe character chewed up and spit out by
Oh,
Tops.
I heard that.
Yeah, Bazooka Joe. So,
He's done?
yeah,
Well,
he's done.
Oh my-
Twinkie
still
the
gonna-
Kid isn't the only advertising
they're still
icon
gonna
at
take.
risk.
They're still gonna make the gum though, right? It's just the Bazooka Joe part.
Oh,
the
really?
comic strips.
That was the best part, though.
What? It was horrible.
Really? I thought the really
Yeah,
hard
there were bad
gum,
jokes.
The
but-
horrible.
The hard stale gum was my favorite
that-
part.
it could cut your gums, and you just have bloody gum.
Yeah,
all
Bazooka
on your
Joe
mouth.
with his
a
iPad.
knife.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's-
you
Well-
give it to a kid, and he's like afraid.
No, I don't want
wanna
anymore."
Eat it.
He was around for 59 years.
I'll read the comic strip. You eat your
But
gum.
yeah, the candy brand division of Tops has decided to get rid of the comics, and this isn't bad news. They're replacing the comic with puzzles and brain teasers.
Oh.
That's much better.
Look, if I remember right, the comic strips weren't that great, anyways.
No. Here's one.
comics were poor.
Here's one right here. It
was
says,
like-
"What a game!
It was like those.
Yippee, Joe! I think I lost my voice. You didn't lose it. It's in my right ear."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's exactly. It reminds me too of those awful like.
Goodbye, Bazooka Joe.
I don't know if anyone liked these. I
All right, see
never
you later,
understood
Bazooka
the
Joe.
cereals, like the Lord Baltimore cereals, in the Sunday comics or in the comic strips, where you get like 2 panes of action in like an action adventure comic series. It was awful. You get 3 panes, so you got like really no idea of what's really going on unless you've been watching like the soap opera for the whole year
okay.
long.
Yeah.
Lame. Anyway, well, we only got 1 minute, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
All
Thank you,
right.
Rob. Thank you, Gabe. This is Jim. You've been listening to Jim and Friends Read the News. Anything on the last minute before I hang up here?
Amin, if you're listening, thank you.
There we go. All right. Until next week.